This is Meghan Markle's sickest stunt. Again, she decided to invoke the name of dead Princess Diana in a deliberate attempt to terrorize her long-suffering husband, Prince Harry.
Be careful what I say, but...
OMG, guess what? Harry totally lost it. Like, really, this time he just went off and no fancy palace wall could hide the drama at all. It was wild, like everyone could feel the storm coming. And boom, there it was.
This is gross and grim and deranged on every level.
People said when Harry saw Meghan's video near the tunnel where his mom died, something just broke inside him and he totally lost control. Like all his hurt came rushing out.
And she thinks that's a win, Brittany? No, we see you, Meghan. We see you, and now the world sees you.
No calm talk, no quiet moment. Just pure fire and anger bursting out of him like he couldn't hold it back anymore.
This is her in the car videoing herself with her legs up as she went past the tunnel in which Diana Spencer was so tragically killed in Paris.
For Harry, that tunnel isn't some symbol or story. It's the place of his worst night ever, the one that still haunts him deep down.
It's really quite sad.
Who does this? Who behaves like this?
And there she was, all relaxed in a fancy car, with her feet up while they drove past the very place where Diana took her last breath, like it was just another moment to her.
She was the villain.
How was she dangerous?
Because of the need for her to rehabilitate her.
She even posted it online, smiling with a cute filter, like it was just another fun day and not a place tied to the saddest part of Harry's life.
Meghan is using everything for publicity.
Just another appallingly tone-deaf action.
For so many people, it felt totally wrong. But for Harry, it was something he just could never forgive.
But I have to just say, anyone who has doubted me over the past decade about this evil woman now needs to eat some humble pie, because this video, designed to mentally torture her husband.
Harry stayed quiet for years, no matter what people said. But this time was different. Insiders said he finally snapped and told her everything, calling what she did cruel and desperate for attention and a total betrayal of everything his mom ever stood for.
And she did this all after teaming up with the dodgy child scandal fashion brand Balenciaga during a bizarre trip to Paris.
People said it all happened right after the Balenciaga show. And the team was totally shocked. Harry told her she was using his mom's death like a prop just to stay in the spotlight. And his words hit so hard it felt like they sliced through the fancy Paris air.
I know that this is a place that my husband hates because it's where he lost his mom. I'm not going to go there.
But that was just the start. Because inside their fancy hotel room, the fight blew up so bad no one could calm them down. And now everyone wonders if Meghan went too far, or if filming near Diana's crash spot was just a big mistake.
Actually, when he's on the BBC saying that it's not safe enough for my family in the UK, but it's safe enough for Meghan to be alone in Paris, literally engaging with the paparazzi you say killed your mother.
People were told to share their thoughts, and Paris was all lights and cheers. It was meant to be Meghan's big comeback front row at Fashion Week. Cameras everywhere she looked. Perfect. Smiling, glowing like she owned it all. Every move felt planned. Her big return to fame until that one video ruined it.
Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Pull that video up.
Just a few seconds of video posted online. Like any normal influencer clip, her feet up, phone in hand, passing the tunnel where Diana crashed, and within hours, people went crazy calling it fake and disrespectful. For those who still remember Diana, it felt like pure insult. And what made it worse was that she said nothing. No, sorry, no explanation. Just that same calm smile at her next event. And people close to them said the silence wasn't peace. It was a plan.
Meghan is doing her own thing. Harry, go whatever with you. I'm doing what I want to.
Behind her fancy shades and perfect poses, Meghan wasn't ignoring the hate she was using. Because the more people raged, the more eyes turned to her. But soon folks noticed the car followed Diana's exact route. It wasn't random. It was planned, every shot made to stir talk, and that talk turned into chaos.
How about having some thought towards your husband's feelings when you're in the same city his mom died in, running around, having a joyride in Paris near near where she lost her life.
People called it awful, but the real shock was Harry walking out. He said, she used his mom's death for fame. She said it was just a place. Then she showed up at the Balenciaga show and looked fake, saying she was just there for a friend.
How are you protecting children when you were promoting a brand that was accused of inappropriate behavior towards them?
Critics said it wasn't loyalty. It was her using drama for fame. Insiders said every time she fades, she does something darker. And if Harry really called her out, maybe he was just done pretending, because every fight and headline always came right before her next big move.
Entered this world like it was a Hollywood set, assuming she could rewrite the script, center herself in every scene, and edit out anything that didn't fit her narrative.
Insiders called it the cycle, with Meghan always in the spotlight, and Harry finally seeing how every scandal helps her. His pain turns into her fame. His silence gives her power. Even the Balenciaga move was planned. Outrage. Keeps her name alive while he feels more lost each time.
Samantha Markle, Meghan's sister, posted, "Is it true that my sister was doing selfies in the tunnel where Diana died? That's what I'm hearing." Now that would be a really sick example of being a disaster.
This isn't about some video or show anymore. It's about control and mind games, all dressed up to look like power and kindness. What began as a love story now feels like a cold business, built on drama and pain, with cameras guarding every move. And now everyone keeps asking if Meghan is stirring trouble to stay famous, or if she's just caught in the chaos herself.
Stephanie Sidley, if driving towards Princess Diana's death scene is a message to Prince William, then Meghan Markle is the devil.
The Paris night was glowing gold, but the air between them felt frozen for the first time. Meghan wasn't seen as a star, but as a story to pick apart every tiny look. Every move was caught on camera. Her smile slipping when Harry walked by, her hand reaching for him, and him not taking it. No yelling, just cold, quiet space that said everything. And online people slowed it all down, like detectives turning each blink and smirk into proof that she wasn't the same woman she once tried to be.
Did you see this moment right here? It was almost as cringe.
Then came clips of Harry, walking alone through flashing lights. No smile, no pause, just a man lost in noise while Meghan showed up days later, all calm and shining. But her eyes kept searching, not for love, but control. And now people say it's not a marriage anymore. It's just a show. They keep acting in...
Think something is funny. It clearly isn't. Turns to Marcus Anderson, her gay BFF who's behind all of this, wanting him to join in. He's like, no way. Just turn around. Behave. I've got this gig for you, you stupid woman. Just behave. And then she's furious.
Days turned into news, and news turned into space between them. The video faded, but the damage stayed. Harry pulled back, choosing quiet while Meghan did the opposite, showing up everywhere with cameras and smiles, acting like she was in control. Not of truth, but of the story itself. And even inside their circle, people whispered about fixing the image. But it was clear something broke because Harry stopped showing up beside her. And some said his silence was a plan. Others said it was just him trying to survive.
I was just checking Us Weekly.
Wow.
You know, Harry and Meghan's personal press release service. I want to give you some of the headlines from Us Weekly in the last few hours.
Okay.
Meghan Markle quietly attends Balenciaga's Paris Fashion Week show. Quietly.
Meghan's team flipped the story, making her look like the victim, while Harry stayed quiet and tired. Insiders said he saw how every sorry he gave became her win. Then came talk of a new project about misunderstood women, and the same cycle started again. New fame for her silence for him.
It was just a terrible look. She does not look good. It looks like something you would see at a grandma's, like, you know, if she's celebrating her, let's say, 60th wedding anniversary, that's what a grandma would wear.
I think when I was 30, if I thought about 50, I thought that is an awful long way away. And I don't really need to think about it. And then I blinked and I'm 50. That's crazy.
The scandal didn't stop. It just changed because for them, silence means planning, not peace. Harry's legacy was never gold. It was his mom's ghost. And now that memory feels like a fight between pain and fame. Every time Meghan uses Diana's name, it tears the wound open again.
Turns up at Paris Fashion Week, fancying herself to be kind of budget Angelina Jolie.
Wow.
But without the talent or the tits or the teeth. I mean, I think she fancies herself to be a bit of a catwalk model, more like an aged pussy on the prowl, looking for its next
People close to them say what started as respect has turned into copy and control of Diana's story. And that's what breaks Harry, because the world still sees her son, not his own man. Every scandal pulls him back while Meghan keeps using the past to shape her brand, talking about power while standing on old pain. It's not rebellion anymore, just repetition. And the sad truth is the legacy that made them famous might be the same thing that ends them, because pain borrowed always finds its way back.
She's walking around Paris like she's the She's got her arms flowing. She's really feeling her oats. Woman, please go back to California and be with your children and go and find a career other than just being desperate for attention every single. Harry and Meghan will likely have their title stripped. I think they should have their title stripped. What is she doing for the monarchy? She's going to fashion shows with this horrible outfit, which looks like a bed sheet. Looks like she's wrapped in toilet paper.
Maybe it was a mistake, or maybe it wasn't. But now, nothing around Harry and Meghan feels like a coincidence anymore. For years, people saw them as the perfect fairy tale, the prince who broke free and the woman who promised a new start. But somewhere between the flashes and headlines, that dream faded away. Now it's all noise and distance. Two people stuck in a story they can't escape. Harry looks back and feels lost, while Meghan sees the same story as a plan to stay seen. And between those two worlds, love quietly disappeared. That tunnel video wasn't just poor judgment. It showed who they have become. Tragedy turned into attention. Grief turned into content. One, searching for peace, the other chasing control. And maybe that's why Harry finally broke, because behind every headline and every fake smile, he keeps seeing his mom's memory being used again and again, like a tool in a world built on fame. Maybe what people need now isn't another picture or speech, but something real, something true, because honesty is rarer than fame, and the one thing they both seem to have lost. If you want more wild royalty, then hit like, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Bella Breakdown, where we uncover the truth behind every headline, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.